I've been home. You left in a hurry to do the...
Come around the corner with that.
Thank you.
But you were saying about fixing things and trying to do things better.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I would really like to be mowing, but I can't.
Oh.
Oh, poor me.
Yeah,
And I'm so glad that she gave me an alibi so I don't have to mow.
Yeah.
But,
what do you do instead of mowing?
well, I work inside the house at a computer sitting down, and sometimes when I come back from the appointment and my legs are stressed, and then I can't think very clearly.
Oh.
So then, and I've been putting my legs up every night. Jan showed me how to, there's some chairs you can lean in, and then this bar comes up and you can put your feet up on this bar and it elevates. And the lady explained that when your legs are elevated, then it's easier for the blood from the feet to come back to the heart. That that the arteries pump the blood down to the feet, but then the veins are the ones that are supposed to pump it back up to the heart, and sometimes it doesn't work as well as it should. But anyhow, so I do that every night, but sometimes I just have to sleep longer, or I just have to take it easy. But I try to, you know, change out the laundry, do the dishes, pick up around the house. There's things I do, but I'm basically at home and I work out of the home.
Yeah.
But still, I'm just mindful, and I especially feel it when I get out of the car and I'm walking to the store, and I just have that sense that I can't go as fast as I want.
Okay.
And what the hell am I doing out here? I should be home. Why am I out walking around?
Okay, that's all right.
But yeah, so
I went through a gradual withdrawal of, I'm not going to say favorite things, because I never was too favorite about any kind of housework. But I did go through a period of time when I was withdrawing from certain things that were habits, and it had helped. So, whatever. But I didn't go around talking about them necessarily, unless the person was zinging in on it very intently. Okay, sure. I learned this, and it took me 3 weeks, and a bunch of little sidewise pain. So, if you want to hear this, hear it now. And
sure.
You know, and that, I don't mean you.
Oh, yeah, the person that you're talking with.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, at our church they have a prayer list, and pastor asked if I wanted my name on there, and I said, well, I guess I'm injured, so. But you know, life goes on. You still have to dress yourself. You still have to go to the restroom. You still have to get a drink of water. And so I'm glad people are praying for me, but someone will come up and say, well, what exactly is wrong with you? Or you look okay to me, what's wrong with you? And it's like...
Or they'll ask what they can do to help.
And then that's hard, because it's just hard to... I mean, I'm still able to drive in my car, although... For this trip coming up here yesterday, I told Jan, I said, if I can't get to, like, St. Joe, if I can't drive there, if I have any questions about it, I'm going to turn around and come home, because it's not really worth being out if, you know, if my body's talking to me. So I've been really mindful of, and today I'm staying at Paul and Kim's, so fortunately, someone had given me a box of things to look through, so I just sat on the bed with my feet elevated, looking through a box. Okay. And I did not get out, and this is the first, it's 4 in the afternoon, and I haven't been out all day, and I know tomorrow it'll be limited what I do, but the main thing is I got to see Paul. I gave him something that he wanted me to give him, and Sunday after church I'll be headed home. So, but you're looking good.
I'm not lying on the sofa for fun.
Paul said you had an infected toe or something, that they were
well,
joy of joys.
I'm slowly going to pursue this business of that has been obvious or somewhat obvious to me for maybe 10 years. And it just, if there's a chance it's going to keep getting slowly worse, I don't think it's smart to ignore it. So it's just a pain from some goofy. What are we overhearing?
And people out in the hall, it's just echoing. It's just unusually echoey. You could put a thing in complain to the people and say, can you make these halls less echoey?
Oh. Okay. I see. I wasn't consciously in my place when I heard those voices
Sure.
so loudly.
Sure.
But this isn't just my place. This is
a community. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, they got something right outside your door, but it has nothing to do with you. They're outside the door, but they're not coming in. They're talking to somebody else.
Wow, that really got this.
Oh, you'll love this. You were talking about your toe. So I was somewhere, and someone was talking about a story, and it had to do with some people that climbed up Mount Everest, and they were coming down a certain way, and it was so cold, a blizzard caught up with them, and this one guy had to warm this guy's boot because it was so cold, and of the 8 people on the team, only the guy whose boot was covered came out of it. Everybody else lost their toes due to frostbite, but the guy who had the warm boot, he kept his toes on. So
I feel like I sort of read that somewhere.
It had to do with Mount Everest. It was the first American team that went up there, and but the guy who was telling it, and as soon as he mentioned the toes, you could just hear this gasp in the audience of people going, "Oh my, oh," you know. And he was just telling a story, but toes are pretty important.
Discuss failure of the little pieces of a human body.
Yeah,
because,
those little piggies that go to market, they're pretty important. Our little toes, our precious little toes. Anyhow.
Father just got something straightened out that had been with him a long time. I don't know how to phrase a question this way or that way.
But he's doing better now?
Yeah, he simply got it done. And,
good for him.
Well...
Better than letting it go on and on.
Oh, yeah. Which he had done, sort of as a matter of principle. And I don't know.
And that's sort of how it was with my ankle, with the stuff like that. Because it was usually in the past, it gets better after I take the medicine, then it disappears, and then it's gone. And when I got done with the pills that the doctor gave me over the number of weeks, it was still there, and I thought, well, I'll just do this. And I'll just do that.
Oh.
And I tried, and it went on for probably another month after the time that it should have been gone. And Jan kept saying, well, you know, I watched TV, maybe we should go to one of those veins, maybe we should do surgery or something. And I thought, talk about something else. Don't talk about surgery. Talk about something happy. But then finally we did go see another doctor, and they said, well, we got this thing in town, and it's easy, and I told Jan about it, and everybody was happy.
It's not a good subject to have right now, as I lie here with Two
Oh.
toes hurting like
Oh,
crazy.
are these the poor feet? Take it easy, toes. Take it easy. You'll get better. You
It's
will.
the toe that's the under one.
Is it this one here? That one's hurting?
Yes. And it's like it sort of just started and I don't know why.
Well, you do have cat socks on. That probably makes a difference. It probably keeps your foot nice and warm.
No, they are the ones, those socks are some idiot relative
Yes.
gave them to me.
Not me. It wasn't me. It must have been Paul.
Oh, really?
Because I don't have cat socks. And I didn't know you could buy cat socks. In fact, I wonder where he got the cat socks. I would like to get... I will.
But anyway,
I'm sorry to hear.
at some point, I deliberately stepped on, I was practicing rocking on my feet or something, and I stepped on 2 or 3 of the toes. And somehow they began to get better, and then they got worse, and then I may decide to actually go to the doctor and say, fix my foot.
Well, Paul was saying that the nurse knows that you have this, and Paul was just telling me today about your...
Oh, he was using it to illustrate something.
Yeah, he said, now we have something in common. We don't have anything in common. You've got a sore toe, and I have a sore ankle. You know, there's a big difference between an ankle and a toe. They are attached to legs, but in different places. So, but I'm sorry.
I don't want this to lead into yours or my major peerage. See, the other thing is that lying here on the sofa, I have spent the whole day practically like this, and that was not a good decision. I won't do that.